Alright guys, so I just finished up with my local shop's Dimension Force Sneak Peek Tournament. This deck went 4, 2, and 1. I got top 8. I missed top 4 and getting one of those awesome mats by getting that draw. The person I drew with ended up getting 4th. Good on them. This is as close to a typical Eldlich deck, like pure Eldlich deck, as I think I will ever run. And we'll just run through it quick. Again, it does have some of that spiciness of the zombie world in it, but right here is 2 of your Golden Lords. Now, I will always love this card. I think that the Eldlich will probably be something I sustain in my deck as long as I can, as long as it's a relevant thing. 1 Lord of Heavenly Prison. Now, this is kind of closer to a Trap Eldlich deck, so I really want to keep him there. It protects my back row. It also makes so I can get stuff onto the field real quick. I know it. And it's also a big body. It's also level 10, so if I want, I can also get a Gustav off of the combination of these 3. And then 2 Necro Banshees. Again, I love this card. Gets Zombie Roll on the field. Helped a lot with Flunderies. Gave Solomon Greats a run for its money, but they ended up being one of the decks that beat me. And even Dragon Link, it kind of messed him up a bit. And then 2 Droll and Lockbird. And 2 of the Ash Blossoms. Nothing really big for the monsters. That's pretty much it for the main deck monsters. Didn't really use too many hand drops, but you know, they did come in handy. 2 of the Cursed Eldlings. I love these. They're so good. It helps you get Eldlich, it helps you get all the golden lands into the hand. 2 Elixir of Black Awakening. One guy that I did play in a somewhat mirror match ran 3 of these, but they bricked pretty much every time, so it is what it is, and I think my build's a little bit better, at least on the day. And then, because I don't care about my extra deck, I only put 2 Positive Extravagance. I want to keep this as close to 40 cards as possible, and unfortunately this is going to be a 42 card deck. And then 2 Zombie Worlds. Again, this helps a lot with Flunderies, and it helps disturb a lot of other people's plans as you go through everything. So you really have to respect Zombie World. Foolish Burial. This just gets Eldlich or it gets Necro World into the grave. 3 Super Polys. Again, if you're running a zombie-heavy deck, especially in today's format with a lot of darks being rampant, this helps just clear boards, gets rid of things that you don't want, gets rid of DPE real quick. 3 Scarlet Sanguine. Again, the big thing is it gets Eldlich on the field. It has the nice graveyard effect. It's one of those things that it makes so your deck happens fast. I put 2 of these golems in, the guardians of Golden Land, and this helped a lot. Where if I didn't really have many options, this helped a lot. Or if they were just about to swing for game, I could end up having this come out, have some drop to 0 with having Eldlich on the field, and it would save my butt for the extra turn. It would make it so that I at least had a chance. It did save my butt in the last game that I played, the second game of the tie game. This ended up making it so that I could actually at least get the point for draws. 3 Conks. I mean, Eldlich deck without 3 Conquistadors. I mean, you're really selling yourself short in removal. And also, again, you get Sanguine, you get the Black Awakening, you get Eldlich on the field. Only 1 Hulk, Hakero. I didn't really see much play with this except for getting rid of DPE when they use this effect. I was able to get rid of DPE, or if I was able to get DPE off the field some way, shape, or form, I could always get rid of it and banish it and kind of just get around it. 2 Gozen Match. I love Gozen Match. I've always liked this card. It just makes it so that a lot of games stall, especially when you go with the Albaz, when you're against like the Albaz or Branded. I don't know what people are calling it now, but being as that's all different, and Prank Hits, this murdered Prank Hits, this murdered Albaz. And then especially if you add Rivalry of the Warlords. My favorite trap card in this deck is this. It helps stop so many plays. It helps stop virtually everything once you get Zombie World on the field. And that's the reason I have Necroworld Banshee out, is because Zombie World and this plus Goza match slows them down to a point where they really can't do too much, especially because this deck only has 2 real monsters in it that I really want to get on the field. Ice Dragon's Prison. This is again another just removal. Or when I did face an Albaz, I didn't look and they were all different types, but I was still able to get one of their monsters out, get a 3000, and then just play Zombie World, and I got to essentially swing for a game because I had a Super Poly in the hand, which was kind of cool. The skill drains. This was pretty much the thing that got a lot of people dead to rights. In most of the games, when I was able to actually get skill drain out, it stopped them to the point where I could at least implement getting 1, possibly even 2 of the Eldlich on the field, and even getting, Gustav Max on that, or was it the Liebe, the 1-up from Gustav. That was always great. 2 Solemn Judgments. This saved my butt. I didn't think I would be playing Solemn Judgment regularly in today's age. I mean, I did get a Solemn Judgment out of the OG packs, and I traded it for something really stupid. I think I traded it for like a Time Wizard. And then just 2 Imperms. Again, this just helps with being essentially a trap / effect veiler, and especially when you have Lord of Heavenly Prison on your side, on your hand revealed. They can't destroy Imperm, and once you flip Imperm, you get Lord of Heavenly Prison, so you get 3000 either Beat Stick or Wall, and then you get to set another card, which is great. Alright, this is the extra deck. Not much of this really counts for not much, so I'll show you what matters. 2 of the Gustavs. I did win 1 game with the Gustav, which was great. They had 1900 points damage. I had 2 Eldlich on the field. At the end of the main phase 2, I just switched out and finished up the game. This one, Liebe, is great. It is a big beat stick. I haven't used that since the OTS, but it's cool. I do have the Necro World Dragon. Again, Zombie World's a great target. And then World Chalice, I solely have this because of the Link matchups. In my area, you have a lot of people playing Access Code Talker, and they end up having like 3 Link monsters out on the field at the same time, or I'll have one of my Link monsters out, and it just cleans them up. 2, this is the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. This is just getting rid of dark monsters. That's really all it does. And then I just threw in these because I need 15 slots. So Formula Synchron, Sigma, Dark. This didn't come in play. I thought it would. Link Karibo, Vampire Sucker. I don't have anything for Verte Anaconda, but I do have it. And then 2 Avendreads. This actually did come up once. I had nothing to... It didn't win me the game. I ended up losing that game, but it came up once where I got the person down to the last like 100 life points, and it was just essentially pass turn, and then they won with burn damage. So it is what it is. My side deck for this is 2 Spooky Ghost Girls, Ghost Spell, 2 of the Artifact Lancias. Again, this helps a lot with some of the counters, especially when you go like the Branded or Albaz. I don't know what they're calling it again. If you have this in your hand, you can stop a lot of their plays. 2 Token Collectors, because Adventure Package is a big thing in my area, and plus Albaz does generate tokens apparently. 2 Ghost Ogres. I love this card. I love Ghost Ogre. I love the artwork. It's pretty. I want to get tattoo of it. And then a spare Zombie World in case I need to turbo it out because of the Flund Reeds matchup, which I did end up having to do today. It just makes so if I have 3 copies, it just improves the odds of me being able to get that onto the field, and just disturbing my opponent and their plays with flunkeries. Twin Twister, Cyclone, Harpy's Feather Duster. This is the OG one from the game. Is that one? I know I bought another one too, but I do have the OG one. Burial from Dimension. It came up. I sided in once. It didn't really come up. And Anti-Spell Fragrance. This helped a lot with the Albaz matchups, some of the adventures, and some of the other things. So that's kind of where I'm at with this deck. I actually did buy a couple of structure decks of Albaz. I'm gonna toy around with those, see how that feels, and just hopefully get ready for YCS if I'm able to make it in Connecticut. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have. Peace. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that.